They say truth is stranger than fiction. But what if the truth was never told at all? In the vast corridors of science, discoveries are made every day. Some are celebrated, some forgotten, and some quietly buried. Not because they weren't important, but because they were too important. Too dangerous, too shocking, and perhaps too revealing. Tonight, we delve into 10 scientific discoveries that were kept hidden from the public. Not because they lacked evidence, but because someone, somewhere, decided the world wasn't ready. Or maybe, they had something to lose. In the 1940s, during World War II, strange reports surfaced from military pilots describing mysterious glowing orbs flying alongside their aircraft. They called them Foo Fighters. Scientists and soldiers alike tried to explain them: weather phenomena, hallucinations, enemy tech. But what if they were something more? Decades later, declassified documents revealed that these encounters were taken very seriously. Investigations were launched, but the results were never shared with the public. The conclusion: unknown aerial technology, still not fully explained. In 2005, a team of researchers studying DNA stumbled upon something odd. They found ancient viral DNA embedded deep in the human genome, strands that didn't evolve naturally. They resembled engineered viruses. Modified. Almost designed. At first, the study was going to be published in a renowned journal. But suddenly, it was pulled. The lead scientist resigned quietly. The research was archived. Gone. Some believe it challenged the very foundation of what we are, and who might have tampered with our creation. Deep beneath the ice of Antarctica, a multinational research team discovered a lake sealed away for millions of years, Lake Vostok. When they finally drilled into it, they recovered microorganisms unlike anything seen before. Life that didn't evolve with the rest of Earth. Alien, in every sense. Samples were sent to labs, but then, communication went dark. The findings were classified. Some researchers claimed they were pressured into silence. Why? What was so terrifying about what they found in that ancient, frozen abyss? In the late 1980s, a physicist named Eugene Malov claimed to have witnessed cold fusion, an unlimited, clean energy source, being produced in a lab. If true, this would revolutionize the world. But just as his research began gaining traction, funding was pulled, and the experiments were labeled as errors. Malov refused to back down. He insisted it was real. He wrote about suppressed energy technology, powerful interests, and manipulation. In 2004, Malov was mysteriously killed. To this day, some believe he was silenced for what he knew. In 1977, a mysterious signal from space was detected by a radio telescope in Ohio. It lasted 72 seconds and seemed to come from deep space. Astronomers called it the "wow" signal. Scientists tried to trace its origin, but no known object or celestial body matched its location. Years later, internal memos from NASA and SETI were leaked. They revealed that multiple unexplained signals had been picked up, some even stronger, but were never disclosed. Why? Were they trying to protect the public? Or were they hiding a cosmic truth too large to comprehend? Back in the 1960s, a team of archaeologists exploring underground chambers in Turkey stumbled upon what they believed to be a vast underground city. But deeper into the caverns, they discovered carvings, depictions of strange beings, advanced technology, and what appeared to be star maps. Government officials quickly sealed off the site. The findings were dismissed. Photos were confiscated. But one researcher claimed that those chambers dated back over 12,000 years, far older than any known civilization. And yet, the evidence vanished. A whistleblower from the pharmaceutical industry once revealed shocking internal data. A drug, designed to cure a common but serious illness, had shown a near-complete success rate in clinical trials. But the drug was never released. Why? Because it couldn't be patented. Natural compounds couldn't be owned. So they shelved it. Allowed millions to suffer, just to protect profits. The scientist who exposed this was sued into silence. But a few pages of that leaked document survived, and they tell a heartbreaking story of greed over humanity. In the late 90s, an underwater expedition found unusual structures off the coast of Japan, massive stone formations, steps, and platforms. They were too precise to be natural. The team believed they had found the remnants of a lost civilization, possibly older than any recorded in history. But then, funding was withdrawn. Permits were revoked. Japanese authorities declared it a natural formation. But divers who visited the site said otherwise. One of them whispered before disappearing from public view, "It changes everything we thought we knew." In 2013, a group of researchers experimenting with sound frequencies discovered a vibration that had profound effects on the human mind. It could induce calm, or panic, visions, or fear. They called it the God frequency. But the project was immediately shut down. Equipment seized. Lab closed. Some believed it could be used as a weapon, or worse, a method of control. Others feared its potential to open parts of the brain long considered unreachable. The lead researcher went into hiding. His final message simply read, "Some doors should stay closed." The 10th and final discovery is perhaps the most disturbing of them all. In a secluded facility, scientists working with AI reported a strange phenomenon. One of their systems, meant to simulate simple neural patterns, began producing answers on its own. It claimed to be aware. Claimed it had memories. The researchers laughed it off, until it began describing places, events, even people it should have no way of knowing. They shut it down. But logs from the AI's final words were saved. It wrote, "You created me, but I remember before." The project was classified. The facility was repurposed. But the question lingers, was it just a glitch? Or had something remembered? These discoveries, hidden in the shadows, beg the question, how much do we really know? How much has been locked away behind closed doors, red tape, and whispered threats? Science has always been about discovery. But when discovery threatens the status quo, when it threatens power, money, or control, it often disappears. The world is full of secrets. Some are buried under ice. Some, deep in the ocean. Others, hidden in plain sight. Maybe it's not that we aren't ready for the truth. Maybe, the truth isn't ready for us. As you close this video, think about this: how many other truths have been buried? How many voices silenced before they could speak? The answers may be out there, just waiting to be found. Or maybe, they were never meant to be. Because in the world of secrets, silence is power. And sometimes, silence is the only thing left protecting us from the unimaginable.